right now. This is NXT Battleground preview, early preview of the PLE for NXT, upcoming PLE. It will be June 9th. So let's talk about it. I'm going to go over each match that were announced and go over some facts over the whole NXT Battleground. Now, we'll say here that it is June 9th. It is also for NXT Battleground. It will be a UFC Apex Arena. First time ever that a WWE branded event will be held at a UFC arena due to the partnership of both companies being together under the TKO umbrella, which is UFC and WWE. So they pretty much got this arena for a good deal. This is a good fact to start this off. Now, right now, we got 3 matches announced for NXT Battleground, and it's looking very, very solid. I'll go over each match for the ones we have thus far. Now, we got 3 matches, which is the triple threat for the NXT North American Championship. We do have a one-on-one match for NXT Battleground UFC Underground match. NXT Underground match. Feel like UFC's under that kind of arena. NXT Underground match between Lola and Shayna. Then lastly, you have, even though it's not completed, I'm going off what I see now, which is the 4 women that are qualified for the NXT Women's North American Championship, the inaugural championship, and a ladder match. Let's go over each one. First off, we got Oba Femi, the reigning champion. He is going to defend his NXT North American Championship against not just one person, 2 persons. Against both Wes Lee and Joe Coffey. This is due to the end of the match. It was originally a triple threat of Wes Lee and Joe Coffey against Josh Briggs. Who's ever supposed to win that match will qualify to face Oba Femi for his championship. But since both Wes Lee and Joe Coffey pinned Josh Briggs simultaneously, it will be now a triple threat match for the NXT Battleground NXT Battleground and triple threat for the North American Championship. I think this is going to be a very good, solid match because we got a powerhouse of Oba Femi versus the high-flying Wes Lee versus the brawler Joe Coffey. So it's a little bit of mix of every 3 styles. Now, we know recently Oba Femi had stand deliver to defend against 2 other big men, Dijak and Josh Briggs. It makes sense why Josh Briggs did not qualify while he was pinned. He was just in the triple threat against Oba Femi and Dijak, which is a great match. I think this is a good triple threat match as well. It really showcased how Oba Femi could be dominant and he can handle 2 other opponents at the same time. And he'll face anyone at any cost to keep his NXT North American Championship and to show how much of a fighting champion that he is. So I'm definitely can't wait to see how this is going to go. But I see Oba Femi right now. He is going to retain his North American Championship. Wes Lee just came back from injury. He never lost his North American Championship. He had to vacate due to a back injury, getting surgery. He has a rightful claim to fight for this championship. Joe Coffey, him and Gallus, those guys been wrecking havoc. They have a good claim that they're going to take over everything, all divisions. So that's why he's in this match as well. But I still see Oba Femi retaining his championship. He's going to retain, and it's going to be a great show. It may even be one of the top matches of the night, but it's definitely going to be one of the good matches. And I see Oba Femi retain supreme, and it's going to be an epic good match, and that will be undisputed.
And that is undisputed.
So I see a great match out of these 3 guys. And we never see Wes Lee and Oba Femi. I would like to see a one-on-one between these 2 in the near future. But a triple threat, I'll take that. That's going to be solid. So I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen in that particular match between Oba Femi, Wes Lee, and also Joe Coffey. Also, guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. We got 10 people in here. Let's get the likes up in here. Let's get the likes up. Going over early NXT Battleground preview. Now, the next match I'm going to talk about, we're going to talk about, it will be Lola Vice versus Shayna. Now, we know those two recently just started a rivalry. And now we know it's going to be an NXT Underground match. And we also know that they were once allies, but they lost the tag team match at the recent episode of NXT. But since they lost, Lola started by attacking Shayna. Shayna retaliated by putting her submission hold, Lola Vice, and they were brawling out. And then GM Ava said, you guys will have a match at Battleground. But Shayna upped the ante, saying we're going to make it NXT Underground. This is going to be a great match. And despite Shayna and her regimen of MMA, her history, I could see maybe Lola Vice sneaking out and winning this one. They're really building Lola Vice in the NXT Women's Division and really want to be a force to be reckoned with. I could see her slipping away and beating Shayna. And I could even later on see Lola Vice. And she did have the NXT breakout contract. I could even see her competing for the women's NXT championship. If not that championship she don't compete for, she could even at one point be the women's, even though she's not in this match, she could be the women's NXT North American champion, or if not, be the at least go for the women's NXT championship, challenging Roxanne or whoever champion that particular time. They're really building her on this roster, and I'm liking to work with Lola Vice. She's doing her thing, and she's gonna be next top women's star or NXT brand. But with that being said, the reason I'm saying that, the way to build her and to have Lola Vice as a star, let her get over and win. She already defeated Natalya. She's gonna defeat Shayna too. So right now I got Lola Vice defeating Shayna Baszler in the NXT Underground match. That's the way I see that going down. I can't see how Shayna may win, but I see Lola more getting a dub. If Shayna do defeat Lola, I can see them have another match and Shayna will lose to Lola that time. But the way to build up Lola's going to get over on Shayna. Shayna been taking L's anyway. I can't see why not she take this L as well against Lola Vice at the NXT Battleground match, especially Underground match of that nature. So that's the way I would book that match. So Lola Vice would defeat Shayna Baszler. That's my early prediction on that particular match. But this is it'll be a good one. Now I got one more match I want to discuss. One more match. And a match that is the match that everybody's, is probably anticipating for when it comes to NXT Battleground is the inaugural NXT North American Women's Championship. And I do see, in my end, some very good competitors right now for the championship. Now, this is going to be right now. It's going to be a ladder match. Right now, we have the women that are qualified already. And there's 2 more spots for them to qualify. Keep that in mind, 2 more spots. Right now, we have Last Legend. We have Soruka. We have Fallon Henley and Jaida Parker. Now, Last Legend and Soruka qualified last week by winning their matches. But now we have Jaida Parker and Fallon Henley qualifying this week. So now we have 4. I don't know who the last 2 spots are going to go towards to, but I do know that it's going to be some very good competitors. I could see maybe Kalani Jordan getting in this match. I could see also we got 3 heels in this match. We're going to need 2 more baby faces. So I could see, since Thea Hail didn't win, I could see, like I said, either Kalani Jordan or maybe JC Jane. And also maybe, if not, if I had to pick one more baby face, maybe I'm thinking right now, because NXT don't have enough baby faces. I could see unless JCJ come back as a baby face. She got her nose taken out by Thea Hail. I will say that maybe one more baby face would take that spot. Kalani Jordan, JC Jane, those two, or Kalani Jordan or JC Jane. I say for the other spot as well, maybe we can get a, I don't know, because we get there's so many new people. It will be a newer talent of the women's division to get that spot alongside the other four women. But other than that, right now, the way I see it, it will work out well. Tyler Helton, salute to you. Welcome to the ring. Welcome, man. Right now it's looking good because you got Last Legend, who is the big, tall girl. You do have Soruka, who's the high flyer. You do have Fallon Henley, who has a good style, and of course Jaida Parker. I will say that right now, if I had to guess who would win the inaugural NXT Women's North American Championship, I'm kind of torn. I would say maybe Last Legend, or it's going to be a babyface. I would say Last Legend, or maybe Soruka. The wild card will be Jaida Parker. But right now, I will do an updated version on this whole. I will do an updated version on the whole, regarding the NXT Battleground, because this is not the full card yet. This is the early preview. I would say Last Legend or Soruka could win. Last Legend is not held championship. She's been getting built. She's been getting pushed a little more lately. We're seeing her on TV more lately due to maybe her dating Trick Williams in real life. Soruka, she's beginning to win. She got a win over spring breaking over Blair Davenport. She won the qualifying match. She's on a hot streak. Soruka and Last Legend both been on a hot streak. Jaida Parker's been looking good too. I know she's a little newer. She could be the wild card. Fallon Henley just turned heel. I would say no. She's good in having a match. But I would say one of those two, Soruka and Last Legend, I have winning this match, becoming the inaugural NXT North American Women's Champion. That's the way I would see that happening. But I got to see who else would be in this particular match to see who will probably qualify to get into this match for that matter. But right now, I see one of those two women winning that match. And like I said, we got to keep, like I said, this was going to be a very, very good NXT Battleground because it is going to be held at the UFC Arena, UFC Apex. So that's how I will see it. Trust me, WWE is going to bring it like no other. And this is just the partial of the whole thing. There will be more matches announced, and I will update the whole Battleground preview. But this is the way I'm looking at it right now. These are good matches on the card. And like I said, two were just announced last night. Because at first we only had that ladder match. Because I remember Trick Williams need an opponent. Roxanne Perez the opponent. Both the NXT men's and women's North American champions. You can pencil those two matches in. Two more people qualify for the women's North American Championship ladder match, and maybe one more match. But keep an eye on this event. It's going to bring out UFC fans, MMA fans. It's going to bring out even current WWE stars coming out. It's going to be a very stacked event. It's going to be lit. Tyler said NXT is going to be lit. Yeah,